Okay, so I realized I've never done a full book review for this book, and it's really an injustice because this is one of my favorite books I've ever read. Like, hands down, this book has some great knowledge in it, and the reason I like this book so much is, I didn't even say the title, it's The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene, but the reason why I like The Laws of Human Nature so much is it's the classic Robert Greene style where he takes an example from history, he explains the example, he gives the background, and then he explains how you can in some way start to apply it into modern day life. How you can understand this principle and somehow benefit from it in your everyday interactions. And the reason I love this book so much, more than any of his other books, is just simply that you can apply it to yourself, but you can also apply it to other individuals. You can better understand how other people think and better understand how you think. And through the culmination of these two factors, you can greatly enhance your communication skills. You can greatly enhance your people skills. You are not being blindsided by other people's, emotional responses, or in some way that they're screwing you over. You're not blindsided by it because you understand the deeper working mechanisms of it. And I would have to say, this is really a crash course in philosophy. This is really a crash course in psychology, in different schools of intellectual thought. And it's masterfully done, and it's masterfully put together. And I really love how he approaches this book, because I've talked about the 48 Laws of Power, I've talked about this book, I've talked about Art of Seduction Mastery, but what I genuinely enjoy from The Laws of Human Nature is just the applicability of each and every law. I'll go through some of them right now. Watch, I can't find it now. The sixth law, elevate your perspective, the law of short-sightedness. This one's about basically you always have to think to the end, and the people that are very brash and they don't have the end goal in mind always will just, everything will fall apart in the end. Soften people's resistance by confirming their self-opinion. We all deal with delusional people. We're even delusional ourselves, but if we somewhat justify people's egos, if we make them feel like they're as good as they feel like they are, they're more likely to help us. It's basic sales 101. It's something that we don't really think of, but everyone is the hero in their own story. Everyone enjoys themselves, and they somehow justify all of their actions and all of their shortcomings and everything that's happened and everything that's gone wrong. So if we just somehow play into that and we agree with people's fantasies, they're so much more likely to give us what we want out of the conversation, out of the deal, out of the relationship. And it's it doesn't take much to sit back and be the bigger man and see it from their perspective. And it's just, it's a beautiful way to deal with people. Another one is, let me find my favorite one. See through people's masks. This is probably the best chapter of the book. Actually, this or the one of the animus principle, but seeing through people's masks is a very interesting principle, and go back to my video where I talk about this principle, but it's so interesting to understand that the world is a play. We are all the actors, and we all in some way sacrifice parts of ourselves to be seen in society, to be accepted. Think of the toddler who just causes temper tantrums. Over time, that same person will no longer have emotional outbursts. They'll push it down. It'll be in the back of their mind, but they'll never act on it because they're wearing a mask to fit into society. But these masks can often slip. These masks can often be just, there's a glimpse of that anger, there's a glimpse of that rage. And when we can understand that we all are playing a role, we are all sacrificing ourselves to be part of society, then we can start to see people's true intentions, people's true colors. And oftentimes the most high horse people are oftentimes the most evil people, because when you project an air of excellence and I'm the nicest person ever, I'm the best person ever, deep down, that's usually a projection of some sort of insecurity, of some sort of character flaw that they're trying to cover up. And it's so interesting because usually the most boastful people are the people that are the most self-destructive and hate themselves the most, because you have to project that air of confidence so that everyone else believes you, and then that you believe your perception, because deep down you're so insecure. And I don't know. This book is so interesting. This book is so just introspective, and I love it so much for the fact that it covers a wide array of just topics, and it will make you think. It's one of those books that when you read, you're going to have to put it down. You're going to have to start thinking. Like, a lot of books you read, it's like, oh, this is cool information, but it's information that's going to make you face the mirror. It's information that's going to make you really, really dive deep down into your life and into your circumstances and understand why you are where you are, why you are making certain decisions, why you do certain things. And, you know, it might not be something fun, but coming out on the other end of it, like, you're going to come out a better person, and you're going to be better able to deal with other people, and that is so, so important. Like, everyone thinks that AI is taking over. Everyone thinks that AI is going to take your job, but the truth is, like, no matter what you're going to do in the future, you're going to have to deal with people. The people that deal with people the best are the people that make billions. The people that deal with people the best are the people that can get their way in every single circumstance. The people that deal with people the best are the people that will rule society for the next 1,000, 2,000 years, whatever, however long this shit lasts. But it's frustrating that we don't put this emphasis on it, and it's frustrating that the entire education system is like, oh, you gotta learn math, you gotta learn science, oh, this study said this, and it's like, no. If you want to master the world, if you want to be able to excel in any field, master the ability to speak, master the ability to deal with people, master the ability to understand psychology and understand how the moving pieces of our psyche are at war with each other, and how we can basically come to terms with this and either, you know, somehow get over the conflict, or somehow, you know, broker a peace deal. Like there are a million different things that you're going to be faced with on a daily basis, but this book is just a tool to help you through this. This book is going to teach you everything you need to know to master psychology, to master your mind, to master how other people's minds work. And it's, I can't suggest this book enough. I love this book. I did a video like 2 weeks ago, like my top 5 favorite books. This was in it. I think this was number 3, but yeah, if that doesn't persuade you enough, I tried. I'm sorry, but yeah, Robert Greene's not gonna bring enough dinner to the table next month because you guys didn't buy this book. No, but yeah, hopefully you enjoy this video. Hopefully this got you to pick up this book, because this book has so much knowledge. I'll leave a link in the description to the book. Thank you so much for making this far, and I will catch you next one, guys. Thanks.